The pen is mightier than the sword, and the reason why the pen is mightier than the sword is because it is the pen that assigns victims and villains. Whoever controls the pen, whoever controls the platforms for mass dissemination of information, whoever controls the news media, whoever controls the publishers who print textbooks and newspapers, are the ones who get to assign victims and villains. And when you get to do that, remember that a victim can do no wrong. Whoever was assigned to be a victim, they can do no wrong, even if they murder children, even if they starve people, even if they commit genocide, as long as the media insists that they are the victims, as long as the educational system insists that they are the victims, they can do no wrong. You cannot blame victims, and you can never support the villains, right? Whenever somebody is designated as a terrorist or anything, you cannot support them. There is no way that you can freely then communicate support for a group that the media has labeled as terrorists or traitorous or anything like that. Once those keywords are used, the speech that you can use to support people is severely limited, or the speech that you can use to criticize people is severely limited. Again, if you dare to criticize the group that has been designated as victims by the educational system and the media, as soon as you criticize them, you are accused of racism, of hate, of bigotry, and that's what it is. So this is why many people will refrain from criticizing that particular group. And as soon as a group has been designated by the media as the villain, as terrorists or traitors, you can never say, I support traitors. You can never say, I support terrorists. And this is their power. This is why it is very, very important to oppose concentration of the power of the pen in only a few hands. Like, for example, what is happening now with the sale of TikTok, with Larry Ellison buying the majority stake of TikTok and his son buying a majority stake in several news organizations and Hollywood studios, right? So they're going to control not only platforms, but also news organizations as well as entertainment. And they are going to tell this story of who the victim is and who the villain is. That's the only story they have to tell. Once they tell that story, everything else gets framed through that prism, right? And this is how people are manipulated. And this is how freedom of speech is suppressed, because again, you cannot freely criticize victims. You will get blowback easily, and you cannot freely support those who have been designated as villains because, again, same thing. And this is why it is important to realize how powerful the pen is, but not only how powerful it is, but how that power is wielded. They are the ones framing the victims and villains for you and not allowing it to see people for who they are by their actions. It's that easy. Peace be with you.